Okay, we ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'd like to call to order the Sycamore Township Board of Zoning Appeal. Let's have a roll call. I guess I will call the roll since our secretary is not here. Mr. Heidel?
Here.
Mr. Schultz, he's not here. Mr. Tenek?
Here.
Mr. Schwartz?
Present.
Okay. Next, we'll have the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, and with liberty and justice for all. This is a public hearing, and all testimony given in this case is pending before the board is to be made part of a public record. All testimony and discussions is recorded, and it's from this a recording that our minutes are taken. Citizens testifying before the board are directed to sign in. Do we keep a record of them?
Well, with us doing this digitally, everyone's required to register for the meeting, so we have that information.
We have the register.
Yeah.
This is a public meeting, and we need people to be sworn in. Anybody who wants to speak has to be sworn in. So, I state your name. Do solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
I do.
I do.
Okay. First off is approval of minutes from February 17th.
Yep. Mr. Lugers, if I may, very quickly, for all of the board members, if I can get someone to make a motion and then by roll call approve electronic signatures.
Okay.
So moved.
All right, is there a second?
I'll second that.
All right. Mr. Lugers, do you want me to do the roll call?
Yeah, if you would. I somewhere I've lost my video.
Oh, okay.
Had to make a change to the meeting minutes. I'll have to make a change.
Hang on one second, Jessica. All right. So on the matter of electronic signatures, there's a motion to approve electronic signatures. Roll call, Mr. Schwartz.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Tenek.
Yes.
Mr. Heidel.
Yes.
Mr. Lugers.
Yes.
All right. Now we're on the minutes.
I made a correction to the minutes. I had 2020 instead of 2021 at the top, just to let you guys know.
I didn't see it.
Okay. All right. Next, approval of minutes. Can I get a motion?
I approve. I'll second.
All right.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye. Okay, next is old business. SYCB 190018. Is that continued again?
It is. I'll do a brief report on this. This is hopefully here in the next day going to be rolling off of our agenda. There's a court case from the prior conditional use application by this applicant. There is a consent decree that has been agreed upon by all parties involved. The consent decree, in essence, is agreeing to a zone change in PUD in lieu of a church and the associated parking lot. There's going to be 11 single-family homes, all rezoned from, I believe that's B to B2, with a PUD overlay that allows for reduced side yard setbacks. There's some additional conditions off-site that revolve around the development of a new TIF project. There's a potential for a future parking garage if a commercial or if a new medical office were to go up on an adjacent property. So there was a public hearing on that case. I believe it was last week on March 9th, and the trustees are considering passing a resolution on the consent decree tomorrow night. So if that does in fact get approved, this case will be rolling off our agenda.
And we will not see it again then.
You will not see it again if that's the case.
Okay. On to new business. SYCB 210002. David and Shannon Smith.
Yes, hello, thank you.
Hello.
Hi. All
All
right.
right. And Mr. Clark's going to be giving the staff presentation on that.
I see this? Everybody hear me?
Can hear you.
Okay, can everybody see my PowerPoint?
Not yet.
Not yet? It's not
No.
up?
No.
Okay. I hit the shared. Still can't see it?
Nope.
All right. Where to go? I hit shared screen. Share. Okay.
There we go.
Everybody get it? All right.
Looking good.
Okay, all right. Case SYCB 210002, 5109 Autumnwood Drive. Request is a variance. Applicant is David and Shannon Smith. Location at 5109 Autumnwood Drive. Current zoning is B, single family residential. Zoning compliance issues is section 10-7.2, height and rear yard. Requirements is 6-foot maximum height fence in rear yard. Request is to allow a new 8-foot tall privacy fence in the rear of the yard. All right. I always like to show you guys the base of the parcel. And as you can see right here, here's their land. And you can see the cursor right across. This is where they want to put the 8-foot fence, right across here. This was submitted by the applicants, giving you basically a side view of their property. As you can see, right across here is where they want to put the 8-foot fence. Here's a shot of the front of their home over on Autumnwood. Now, as you can see, they have a privacy fence up as it is right now. It's 6 foot tall. As you see back here, this is the fire department of Sycamore Township. They want to construct an 8-foot fence right here and only right here. And give them more privacy, and also it will help with the noise issue that they have from the fire department. Another shot kind of gave you how long the fence is across the back of their property. And then from our side of the fence, basically looking back at the homes, this fence here, not all the way down, but theirs goes to about where this house is here. They want to bring it up 2 more feet, but it would all be brand new as well. So as a result, the location of the residence and its proximity to the fire station. There's compromised privacy and dampening of the noise from the fire station with a shorter fence. This is noticeable both when they are the residents are in the rear yard and when they are inside their home as well. That's all I have. If you like, I'll open it up to questions now.
Okay. The board will, at this point, the board can ask questions of Kevin.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, a question for staff. Would it be a fair statement that the site in question is either the only lot or one of the very few lots that is directly impacted by the fire station bay doors?
I actually live right next door to the Smiths, so I'm
Ma'am,
512 on Autumn Drive.
Ma'am, 1 second.
Okay.
We got to wait until the staff comments are over. You'll have an opportunity.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Yeah, there's only a couple properties that are immediately across from those bay doors.
Thank you.
And based on the orientation of how our vehicles are leaving because of the signal at the intersection of Kenwood and Sycamore, the majority of our runs are coming out of those northern facing, or yeah, those northern doors, and directly into the facing into the rear of those properties.
Any more board members have questions of the staff?
No.
Okay, next, the property owners, are they here?
Yes, hello.
Do you want to add anything to this?
So I suppose I would just like to
wait 1 second. Were you sworn in?
Yes.
Just give your name and address for the record.
We're David and Shannon Smith, and we're at 5109 Autumnwood Drive.
And I'm David Smith.
Okay.
The existing fence along the rear of the property was there when we purchased the home, and it is starting to fall into disrepair, so it really needs to be replaced anyway. In addition to that, I would say when we purchased the home, there were very mature pine trees along that row, and so the need for an additional sound barrier and for additional privacy wasn't there at that time. And we had to remove those trees because they were not well and they were in danger of falling on the home. So as the fence needs to be replaced and we have new privacy concerns, we would just like to extend that a little bit taller.
Okay, do any board members have questions of them?
I do
Yeah,
not.
Mr. Chairman, are you the original owners of the home, or are you second or third owners of that home?
We're actually third. So there was and Miss Nelson, who's on the call, knows them better, but there was an original owner that lived in the house for approximately 23 or 24 years. And that was sold to a person who basically did some repairs and then sold it, I think, within 6 months.
Okay, thank you.
I have a question. What materials is this fence going to be made out of?
But I guess as part of the application, we had to contact a company to sort of propose, when it would be done and how much it would cost. And so our hope was to actually replicate it so that it would be, I think it was treated cedar, whatever the nicer of the two woods is. But it would basically be another dog ear shadow box privacy fence. So it would look the same. It would just be 2 feet taller.
Okay. Any more questions for the Smiths? Okay, are there any members of the public that would like to comment?
I'm Sharon Nelson. I live at 5121 Autumnwood Drive. I'm neighbors to the Smiths. I don't know I have no problem with them doing that. I don't know if that's why I was invited to participate in this, but I've been over there. The trucks shine right into their house. So as a neighbor, that's fine with us.
Okay, yeah, it's very important to the board members to hear from the neighbors. So your comments are very, very important to us. Okay, are there any more members of the public? Next, we're going to close the input, and we're going to have a discussion of the board members. All right. Anybody got any thoughts on this?
I agree with their application. I think I can see their issues, and I would think a little bit more privacy would be welcomed on their part, and I don't see it being an issue to the fire department or to the township administration building.
Well, the township had an opportunity to make their comments known to us, and so if they had comments, we would have heard them.
No department heads had any issues.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, does anybody want to make a motion on it?
Well, I'll move that for SYB. What are all these initials?
SYCB 210002.
Even though I write them down, I always forget them. That we approve as planned, as requested.
Do we have
And
a
I'll
second?
second that.
All right. Any discussion?
No.
All right. We'll have a vote then. Mr. Schwartz?
Aye.
Mr. Heidel?
Yes.
And Mr. Tenick?
Yes.
And Mr. Lugers is yes. Okay. Do we need to do a electronic, or do you have a resolution ready?
There is a resolution. It simply says it says to approve. As long as you're okay with what we all already voted on, the electronic signatures, the resolution will reflect that it was adopted with no conditions.
Do I need to have a vote on that?
We just did.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. It's approved. Talk to the township. Talk to the township about what do they need to do next? Wait for.
Well, technically speaking, with variances, there is a 30-day referendum period, but we'll be working with the applicant in the meantime to make sure that they get their zoning certificates issued and they're ready to move forward at the earliest availability.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
So we'll be in touch.
I don't want to interrupt the process. Can I ask one quick question?
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Just for clarity, because I know that like what I still have to do is get a building permit approved, and I told the no, is that not right?
So we will issue you a zoning certificate.
Okay.
But aside from that, there's no requirement for you to go to Hamilton County for a
Okay.
building permit.
Gotcha.
So the zoning certificate's the final approval document you need.
Okay.
And based on this variance, we will issue that.
Perfect. Thank you. I told the woman at the fence company, which is also actually called the fence company, that I would call her back tomorrow and let her know. So I just wanted to clarify for her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Date of the next meeting is Monday, April 19th at 6:30. Communications and miscellaneous business. Anything, Skylar?
Oh gosh. Let's see. So just a couple of happenings in the township. This is I guess spring 2021 is a big policy push for township planning and zoning. We have the new land use plan that is being finalized this month, and should be going to a zoning commission for their April public hearing. If there's some issue or delay, it'll be May at the latest. We also have the zoning text amendments that are being updated, essentially to streamline, we're addressing some issues that have occurred with Ohio state law and some outdated language with our zoning resolution. So we're rectifying that, and essentially just trying to streamline and make it easier for township residents to use. So it's streamlining and enabling. And then finally, we are working on a master site plan planning activity with the township owned properties of on Montgomery Road. So that process is already underway. We had the focus group for the residents. We still have a business community and a developer focus group to go through. And then there's going to be a charrette planning study that's kind of bring this whole process together. So that's going to be happening later, and I believe May is when we will finally get to that end stage there. I believe the township parks are fully opening up April 1st. And so that's, bathrooms and all of the, I don't think the Schuler public room will be open just yet because of COVID. But the other facilities will be available. And finally, just out my back window here, we have the new maintenance, storage and operations building. I don't think we have a final certificate of occupancy on it, but we do have a temporary, and we are moving in, and we're working with the contractor to kind of finish the final punch list. But it is functional. We are moving our equipment in. I think there's some discussion about doing a public open house or walkthrough. If I get more details on that, I'll be sending it out to you guys.
Okay. Anything more?
That's all I have.
Great.
All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I motion to adjourn. I finally got here.
Okay.
Well, I'll second Ted's motion to adjourn.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Mr. Schwartz?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Mr. Heidel?
You just do it all in favor.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay. All right. We are adjourned.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Bye.
Have a great night.